All right, guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit now that you have made your first letter. I'm going to speak a little bit about how you're going to decorate, shape your letter, and some of the problems that you're going to have. So, as you can see here, I have created my path around my letter. And again, a reminder you'll want it to be on shape, fill of nothing, stroke of black. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to get some sort of outline around it. For the first part of this, we're going to keep it really simple. We're going to keep it black. So we already know that it's black, and we want it to be somewhat of a decent width. I would say anywhere between 4 and 10 is good. So I'm going to put mine at 8 and hit enter. And you can see here that I have a nice clean outline around it. Now, one of the things that may occur is you may end up with this huge spike, like a spike shooting out of one of your little anchors here. If that happens, that means that your lever is too long. All right, so this thing right here is way too long and it will create a spike on your piece. If that's the case, remember to hold your Alt and or Control button and come down here, shorten your lever, and you will get rid of any of your spikes. Remember, at any point in time, you can hold the Command Control to move your anchors around. All right. So you can move your anchors around if you don't like the where they are. And again, your Alt or Command button will move the levers. So once you have it outlined, you're then going to have the ability to fill it in. So now you can go up here to fill. All right. And you can do many things. You can do one thing, which is pretty easy. You can fill it with color. So any color that you want. You can choose your reds, your blues, your yellows, whatever, just so we can see it for the sake of this demo. I'll go with this lovely lime green color and click OK. And you can see there I have a nice black outline, and it is filled with this lovely limey green color. Now, there is another option to fill it up here, and that is right next to the colors, and that is called a gradient. And you will see the gradient fades. So the gradient always fades from one color to another color. And you can see that's up here. There's a color to another color. Now you have many options of gradients up here in this little menu. You have basic gradients, you have blue gradients, and you can keep going down, greens, etc., etc. So if I click on one of these, you will see it changes my gradients. All right. So you can give it a fade. If you would like to make a custom fade, that is also pretty easy. All you have to do is change the color by clicking on the little box and changing the color, and that will change your fade. All right. So you have an option of straight colors or gradients, which are fades. The final thing, which I don't think looks very good, but I will tell you about it. Oh, sorry, one more quick thing about the gradients. You can also change the direction of the gradient. The direction that it fades is right here. So you can fade it left to right. You can fade it right to left. All right. But one more thing that you've got is you also have your patterns, and those are located here. As you can see here, that fills it with leaves. And like I said, I don't think these are very exciting. You can put trees in there. We can put water in there. All right. It does look kind of nifty. But those are your three options when you're making a letter. All right. You will need to put some sort of stroke. I would keep the stroke somewhere between 4 and 10. Anything more than that usually makes it too wide of a path around the outside. And then you will want to fill the inside of your letter. And that would be how you complete a letter.